us some jackets made, send Scenic City Video, get the number put at the bottom of it. All red and white. Scenic City Video's covers. Sunny, Texas, Weather Style 250, size 250.
I am shooting this for a reason, man.
I know all this. Daddy got what? Daddy got it. Stones with somebody standing right here. Somebody pushing.
Where's he at?
Inside that room right there, it's got a bunch of stuff they sell if you want to go in there and cop a few shots.
When we start good, I'm gonna let you up so you got your hot too.
Okay, get this shot.
Yeah, about 12 years.
Is it the same principle?
Yeah, for the most part, all this looks the same. The towboats have 4 flanker motors that this boat don't have any, and that just helps with maneuverability.
And if you got a heavy towing on it, you have to have that extra. But this has plenty. We'll get ready to go if you like. You can stay in here and we'll be leaving in about 5 minutes. You get all the, as we're leaving, making announcements.
You can smile. Where they at now? I don't think they're there yet. I don't think they're there yet.
They'll be there.
I think you got the fanciest shirt on the boat.
How long is it
The rest of them just got Southern Belle on it.
How long is it going to take them to get down?
They should be up there waiting on us at 5.
5? 5?
We're going right up there.
Is Randy working today?
Is the captain here?
Hey, how you doing?
Hi, Stephen Roof and Steve Ellsberg from Channel 12. Just thought we'd get a quick interview with you.
Okay.
Take off. Tell us about the race. How does it work?
Well, it's just more or less a production thing for fun. We're donating all the proceeds to the Alderman Society, so we're not making anything on the race. The same company owns both boats, and so we're racing for bragging rights.
Where will you race?
We'll race from the C.B. Robinson Bridge down through the channel, and it'll end up here at Ross's Landing. We'll have judges on the dock, and they'll line up with that rope or tire there. Whoever crosses the line first, I guess, get the brag there.
What's the speculation at this point about who could be the winner?
Well, it's pretty well up in the air. Both boats are more or less the same. It's the same hull design, the same engines. Their props are a little bit modified over ours. We have one extra deck that they don't have, so we've got more cabin space. And we got about 450 to 60 people, and they got 80. So, we're at the handicapped, but we'll do all we can. We hope to make it into a yearly thing. The River Queen's under charter with the University of Tennessee, and they're doing a river study of the entire river. And this just worked out. There's an opportunity for us to do it.
Do you have any money down on this?
No, I don't. Sure don't. That would make it unfair. Ladies and gentlemen, if there's a Bob Davis on board, Bob Davis, if you would go back down to the door that you came in through there, check with one of the deckhands, they need to see you. It's Bob Davis.
Hi. This is where we're going to speak from, right?
Hey,
Hi.
I need to make my announcements, I guess. Oh, that's all right. That's fine. I'm going to have to make an announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, if I can have your attention for just a moment. We'd like to welcome you aboard the Southern Belle. We'll be getting underway just very shortly. Before we do leave the dock, I'd like to go over some safety announcements with you. We'd like to ask that as you walk about the boat, walk very cautiously. Some of the decks may be wet and they could be slippery, so use extreme caution. Also, there's restroom facilities on each of the 3 decks. We also have trash containers placed at different areas that would be convenient for you. Appreciate you using them. The Southern Belle's never had an emergency. We don't expect that we will today. But the Coast Guard has asked us to inform you we do have life jackets on board. They're in each of the wall benches on the 1st and 2nd deck, right underneath the windows. On the outside decks, they're on the outside wall benches right behind the refreshment bar. And if you're on the 2nd deck, on the promenade deck, they're overhead. We thank you very much for joining us. We do hope you enjoy yourself. And we'll be getting underway just very shortly.
Well, when they come up, then you can,
Sure, I'll
they can
turn
be
them
sat
on.
here or whatever. And
Y'all hear? Do what? They're first and second deck. They're in the forward part of the boat. Made it. I didn't know if you get tickets or not. They sold out.
We were on standby and got the last ones, I think.
Really? That's
We were
what
supposed to order sunshine.
I did order it. They didn't come. We may get a little bit. I don't know. It's still above Bob.
Come down here.
No, we're going up to meet him. Hope it don't start raining.
Which end are we supposed to be in? Make it go faster.
Nah, it won't matter a whole lot. Probably the back if everybody wanted to do that. It won't make that much difference.
We're gonna be on the news.
It's about 5 seconds long and we'll probably want to play yours, especially if you're on outside or over the power.
Smile, Janet.
Let me give everybody in here. Got a whole bunch of them. Think of what I'm doing. It'll be the weather can be a lot.
Homes all the way up to some of these larger ones you're going to see on the river. They're in the vicinity of 3,100 feet. Heritage Landing represents the first major development of really any type to be part of our Tennessee River Park system. You've heard much about it in the last several years, but you will find over the next 4 or 5 years much development to take place between the dam all the way down to Ross's Landing. Much will be residential, much will be commercial.
Good way to do it.
This Saturday night, if you want to board, you can come to the photograph on the 2:30, you'll come to the photograph on both sides. Thank you.
Yeah, they have to reschedule because Paul is definitely out of town. And that's why she couldn't make the board meeting. I said if she couldn't make the board meeting, I mean the executive meeting, then we can still have it at the house. Well, that's all I need. I'm pretty sure that's the board meeting.
Double trouble, runaway. 6-8. 6-8.
What do you make? Ready to roll. Nice job in that building there.
Yeah, it's looking good. I see it running.
Yeah, he's adding on a lot of that. That's all brand new over on that side. That's a big building. We walked through it with bankers from Nashville the other day. Huge.
Well, you gotta do something. What is that, onion? Hey.
No.
You remember when,
don't
you remember when motion pictures first come out? And then they start making little movies, little Kodaks. Everybody stands still. You start taking pictures. They stand still. This is back like 1950s. Y'all wouldn't remember that. Y'all was just kids at that time. But Daddy had his little Kodak, you know, little 8mm. Home movies, everybody stand still. Everybody supposed to stand real still. Jim Godsey, mayor of Chattanooga Street. Also the sheriff, the governor, and the custodian and janitor.
Just a big snot all in general, right?
Yeah.
You may be interested. We've received in excess of 120 checks from good people to supply toward the construction of these fishing facilities. Should you or any of your friends be inclined to participate, we'll be glad to receive any size of those checks made payable to friends of the fishing field.
We're going to make a star.
It's wide open over here. Oh.
Hurry, Josh.
You want to know how to pull up your back?
Hurry.
Everybody's going to try to spot us too.
second. I'm gonna see if I can get a little wider.
We're winning.
Gotta see it from here.
Yeah, I can feel it. It's sitting this way bad. Have the cruise ship report.
Folks, I'll start my investment your way from the stairs.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got a special guest here on the bandstand this afternoon. Gabe Johnson's going to...
also the crew that sculls along here. He's the ones who first called him and told him they missed him.
We're babies, y'all. Why wasn't we on that boat? That was easy.
Look up, Mama. Hey, Mom. Look up. There you go.
Nicholas. No. Nicholas. Nicholas. Get over here.
No, Granny's got to get in there too.
No, I don't either.
All right. I'm not shooting. I'm lying too.
Lordy, don't do that.
Crack it up.
Yeah, I think you're on the lower side. You want to get a little speed on it?
That's what I was just talking to Carol about. They're going past you. Listen to the roar of those engines now. That's going to be cute.
Brothers out there waiting.
Emerson.
Emerson.
Now we're Who said that? I didn't say anything like that. Who thought good thing we're down there? Fast water down underneath.
Really? That is slapping himself. I'll have to get it down.
Instead of having the wheel, we have this called a direct follow-up system. These are called tillers.
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 And what is it?
Spell just like you till your garden.
So what's a tiller do?
But it's a steering mechanism. There's rudders behind the props. They're in the same position as these tillers are on the dash. So you know where the rudders are standing.
So you have two rudders on the bottom of the boat in the back?
That's right. Right behind the propeller.
Let's show them the other one there, Captain. And how does this help steer? What does each? Oh, they both work in unison.
They
huh?
both work in unison.
Oh, I see. Where are we going?
Behind the hour.
Oh. I wonder why we were kind of awkward position, right? And what is the riverboat powered with?
It's got two 290 horsepower Cummins engines.
So you're running diesel Cummins.
Right, diesel Cummins.
Is this a sneak attack?
No, no.
This is shortcut.
It's on the French.
Shorter this way.
faster, yeah.
Shorter this way.
They just called over to crank it up. This side of the island's not as long as the other side of the island.
When's it going to be up?
When we get down to the
If we
southern.
would.
When we have to see the Blue Bridge,
Yes.
go under that. We'll go
I think it
under one
doesn't
more
matter
bridge,
who
pass
wins, does
out.
it, Captain?
No,
Landing's on the left.
as long as
Hollingsworth?
it's us.
What's your full name?
Frank Hobbs.
Frank Hobbs, okay.
Well, he doesn't mean
Captain
literally
Frank Hobbs.
No, we don't.
No.
He's cranking it
How
up.
long have you been doing this?
This is my 13th year.
Wow. Just on this boat?
No, this boat's only 2 years old.
Seeing as
I
Uh-huh.
spent most of my time on the Ohio
Yeah,
River.
that surge.
Uh-huh. Carol, there's the second barge I gave UTC.
Go ahead and see. Oh, you Sardino's boathouse?
Well, there's two there now.
Yeah, I know. What did you give them? They usually keep their skulls and things, rows and things like that.
What other safety features are on part of this riverboat ride or operation?
Yeah, I haven't. I'm going to play.
So people out there will know how safe it is to come.
Well, we have over 500 life jackets on board on each of the 3 decks. We have full instrumentation on all of the engines and generators, so I can keep up with that. We have the 2 marine radios that we can be in contact with the Coast Guard, docks, other boats.
And how often does the boat go out?
During the summer months, we operate 7 days a week. About 3 trips a day.
What hours are they? Certain regular hours?
We have sightseeing cruises that are 12:30 and 3:30 each day. They're 1-hour cruises. And we have a dinner cruise each night at 6:30.
Each night. What time's the afternoon one?
The sightseeing cruises are at 12:30 and 3:30. And 6:30 for the dinner cruise.
12:30 for the dinner cruise?
No, 12:30 for the sightseeing cruise, 12:30 and 3:30.
So you don't have any late night cruises then?
And Saturday nights, we have one that leaves the dock at 9:30 for 2 hours. It's called a moonlight cruise.
And where do you go on these moonlight cruises? I'm interested in myself.
We come up around Chattanooga Island, and then we go back down around Moccasin Bend, and then come back up. About 12-mile round trip.
Yeah, I know. Just tell them.
Couple hours, that's a nice evening. What's the cost of that, Captain?
About buying that.
It's $9.50 a person for the moonlight cruise. We have a disc jockey playing the top 40s, that sort of thing. And on the dinner cruise, we have the riverboat ramblers that play, the ones that are playing today.
That's Dale Matter, and do you know the other 2 guys' names?
Dale Matter, Dickie Matthews, and Junior Honeycutt.
Yeah. Anybody ever tell you look like Glenn Campbell with a beard?
Yeah, I've heard that a few times. I always thought Glenn Campbell was ugly.
Yeah, well, you're not hardly as ugly as he is.
That's better. Yeah, Campbell, right.
We appreciate it, Captain Hobbs.
We're about 200 foot above this first bridge. Okay, we're about the same distance. Sounds good. Everybody's cheering for you. Slow down.
Who's going to win when we reach the end of the island? Where's the money?
We come around on my side. We can make an announcement to everybody that
You in this thing?
From the stage, come down the bridge.
Captain Hobbs, one more question.
Okay.
All these people on one side of the boat, did that make a difference in how it steers?
You lose, you get swim.
It makes it a little harder to steer.
Oh, they're ahead of us!
The wind,
Goodness.
it operates
Excuse me, but
steering a little worse.
he's got
When we finish Market Street Bridge, we'll swing over towards you. Let's hear it one more time. Which one's the best boat on the Tennessee River? Southern Belle. It's all in business.
Whoa, we're tilting again. Really?
Everybody's running to your side again. They look like your all's look.
They like this side.
Shoot right over your shoulder, Captain.
Okay, that'd be fine.
Give people a high view of what the captain sees.
Oh, we really passing them now.
I'm tearing them up.
Don't need to speed up already. Need to slow down and catch up one more time.
Is that what you're doing, Captain? Having to slow down for and make a race out of it?
No, we're full out.
But are they?
Yeah, I'm sure they are.
It's all the same pattern.
He's got a pretty good wheel wash. He probably is.
Yeah, he's coming ahead of
us. You full throttle, Jim?
Just about.
Okay. We're all the way open.
Wouldn't you say we're winning the race?
Yes!
Yeah.
We just opened up just now.
It's about time for Chattanooga Choo Choo to come out. I know.
Yeah, he's wide open.
folks, we're crossing the finish line first. Let's hear it.
Thank you, Captain Miles.
Yes, sir.
I won't get out of your way.
That's fine.
don't make no difference how you done it.
Roger, roger. How's Arkansas?
Oh, it is wonderful. It was just, oh man, it is 75, 80 degrees every day, sun shining. I just don't think I could have stood it. That's why I come back to work, couldn't stand it.
You probably like your brother.
Yeah. Yeah, it was nice.
So, Freddie, I'm going to have to let you go. We're going to have to make another announcement. We'll be talking to you later.
Talk to you later, then. Tennessee.
Hello, I want to congratulate this boat and the pilot on winning an exciting race. And on behalf of Chattanooga Audubon Society, I want to thank the Riverboat Company and particularly Jeff Manzer. And all those of you, do not forget, I thank you profusely from the Chattanooga Audubon Society. Come and see us on the island, and if you would like more literature, we have a few things to give you as you go out. Thank you a million. We need to applaud you profusely.
Good job. Is that it? Southern Belle, the River Queen. Folks, we're on an outside deck. I'm going to be blowing the landing whistle. It's going to be 5 blasts, so you might want to keep your hands on your ears there for a minute or two. I had my radio turned off on 16 a while ago. Did you get a hold of Chickamauga here? That's right.
This is the first time I'm on.
Chickamauga lock. 14. Come on, back, back. Chickamauga lock master is 10%.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for being a part of our race procession, which we did win. I'd like to give our captain a hand. Captain Chattanooga, Frank, you brought her up to here. On your way out this afternoon, if you will, take one of our brochures that'll give all the information on be sure to pick up our brochure. And we hope you'll come back and stay with us anytime this season here on the Southern Belle, here out of the Port of Chattanooga. We are the Riverboat Vendors. I'm Dale Manor, Dickie Matthews, the beginning of Flair, Junior Honeycutt, our band goes. And we have got some cassette tapes for you with souvenirs. If you'd like to buy one, we'd love to sell you one. We think you'll enjoy it. Thanks very much.
Do what? Did I see it? I was on there, honey. It was a good one.
Better watch out, somebody's coming between you.
Transportation. Okay.
Brainerd and Rivermont schools today took a ride to remember down the Tennessee.
For most, the day began no different from any other. But for the handicapped students of Brainerd and Rivermont schools, the day would be like no other. They were treated to a day of adventure. First, a ride on the Chattanooga riverboat. The $250 needed for this trip came from 2 anonymous donors. Without that money, today's adventure would not have been possible.
I'm very thankful that we could come on this trip because this is my last field trip with this school.
As you can see by the way they are enjoying themselves, this is a real family.
Then came a trip to Warner Park for lunch and a visit with the animals. Many images were etched into the memory of these students today. Corey may remember the sunshine. Angel may recall the cool breeze. Others may remember the animals. Today's adventure may have been a first for these children, but school officials are hoping it will not be the last. Linda Edwards, News Center 12.
Half hour, because on this version of Side by Side, we're going to take you on a little trip into the past to kind of relive some of the grand old days of elegant travel.
That's right. We're going to see what it was like to travel from one place to the other in real style, in the lap of luxury, the way the millionaires did.
And we're going to do it in one of the most naturally beautiful places in the whole wide world. Hi, I'm Christopher Lewis.
And I'm Linda Lewis.
I'm Casey.
And I'm Liz Anderson, and we're going to begin our journey to the bygone era of luxury at a railroad station that bears the name of one of the most popular, best-known romantic trains in history. Where do you think we are?
Well, would we be in Vienna?
No, it's not the Orient Express or the Tunerville trolley. It's much closer to home.
Here's some clues. The train that this city is named for left New York's Pennsylvania Station on track 29 at 3:45 in the afternoon.
I think we're going to have to come up with some more clues.
I've got a clue. All right.
Okay.
Passengers could get a shoe shine for about a dime.
We're getting warmer now.
One more clue? One more. All right. The train was in Carolina by morning, and a passenger could have dined on ham and eggs.
I bet you've guessed we're talking about the Chattanooga Choo-Choo, made popular by Glenn Miller's band back in the 40s, and that's where we begin this side-by-side at the Southern Railway Terminal in Chattanooga, Tennessee.
And
there it is, and isn't it beautiful? It was built in 1906,
right?
And that's got the largest freestanding brick dome in the world in there. This is where the Chattanooga Choo-Choo used to end its cross-country odyssey during the golden age of American train travel. Today, despite its appearance, this is no longer a rail station. The last passenger train left from here back on August 11th, 1970. Today, it's a hotel called appropriately the Chattanooga Choo-Choo.
So, what better place to start our tour than right here at perhaps one of the most famous spots in town?
That's right. In the next half hour, we'll not only sample travel the luxurious way in a bygone era, but we're going to learn what it was like to eat dinner in the diner and on a riverboat. Now, wait a minute, you guys. We said that we were going to go back in time on this show. How are we going to do that?
Well, but first we have to do one very important thing, so let's all follow Linda.
This way, guys.
Okay.
So you come along with us. We're going to take you back in time on this side-by-side. Is everybody ready?
Well, I think so.
Okay, Diana, shoot.
Oh, we ain't got a barrel of money. Maybe we're ragged and funny, but we'll travel along singing a song side by side. Don't know what's coming tomorrow. Maybe it's trouble and sorrow, but we'll travel the road sharing our load side by side.
We look pretty good, don't we? You know, a lot of very important Civil War battles were fought in and around Chattanooga, Tennessee, where the Confederate soldiers fought us Yankees. And we're going to visit some of those battlefields in a moment. Plus,
we're going to take you from Civil War to the luxury and elegance of rail travel in the 40s.
All that and more coming up after this break.
For you, my sweet, someday I'll yearn, so I'll protect you from freezer burn. Zipped in a Ziploc freezer bag so tight, you'll be protected night after night. For if, dear fresh and juicy morsel, you're wrapped up wrong, you'll taste just awful. Ziploc seals flavor right in here. Ziploc will keep you safe. Have no fear. Oh, to think when next I meet you, thanks to Ziploc, I'm gonna eat you.
Ziploc, we've got the lock on food protection.
It was named for the west wind, the zephyr. For the zephyr takes you where only the wind can go, through the high Rockies, into majestic canyons, and headlong across the plains. From Chicago to the Pacific, ride Amtrak's California Zephyr. By night, it will lull you to sleep. By day, awaken your senses. And at sunset, it will blow you away.
The competition's intense and the stakes are high in the world of racing. And behind every famous driver, there's a group of dedicated performers who are the hidden heroes of motorsports. Each week, TNN will take you behind the scenes to follow the members of a particular crew, capturing the tension and drama they endure in a crucial race. Every team is unique, and each show pays tribute to these hidden heroes. Sports Sunday at 10:30 Eastern and 7:30 a.m. Pacific on TNN, the Nashville Network.
Welcome back to Chattanooga, Tennessee. The name Chattanooga comes from the Creek Indian language meaning rock coming to a point, and it's easy to understand why the Creeks named it that. Just one visit to Lookout Mountain above the city says it all.
And when you look down below, it's easy to understand why Chattanooga grew up where it did, along the Moccasin Bend of the Tennessee River, at the foot of the Cumberland Mountains. It was a logical place to establish a trading post, and one was around 1815.
It was John Ross who built a small warehouse on the south bank of the Tennessee and a ferry to cross the river. He quickly became prominent as a trader with the Cherokee Indians and would later become their chief.
It was the railroad that made Chattanooga important, and the battles for its possession were among the bloodiest of the war. Lookout Mountain, Chickamauga, and Missionary Ridge were all fought near Chattanooga, and even today those battles can be relived on the very spots where they took place in the 1860s.
Right here at Lookout Mountain, there was a battle known as the Battle Above the Clouds. It was very important to help break the siege of Chattanooga. The Union had occupied the city of Chattanooga, and the Confederates wished to take it back because of the important railroads that ran in and out of this town. The Battle Above the Clouds was fought in November of 1863, and the Union was assaulting this position, but was never quite able to take it until the Confederates were forced to pull back.
Now, it must have been real hard for the Union soldiers even to try and get it. It's so tall.
It was very hard. They had to build ladders. They had a very hard time. It's a very rugged terrain around here, and it's very hard for them to climb up. Plus wearing all of what I'm wearing and wearing very slick-soled shoes, hard leather shoes that I'm wearing.
How'd they do it?
They almost didn't. If the Confederates had had enough supplies and weren't being cut off from behind, the Confederates could have held this position almost indefinitely. The Confederates eventually ran out of supplies and shot and were forced to pull back or be captured.
Then we hear about Missionary Ridge. What's that all about?
Missionary Ridge is positioned just east of here, and it's a natural barrier, and it's always been that way. There's a rail link which goes through a very important railroad tunnel, and railroads were very important to this area, but it was very important to keep the Yankees bottled up here in Chattanooga. They did not want them to get out of this area. They wanted to capture the Army right here. If the Army had been captured, chances are the Civil War would have turned out very differently.
Now, one of the most dramatic episodes of sabotage during the war culminated near Chattanooga. And the saboteurs ended up here at the National Cemetery, buried underneath the locomotive, or at least a model of the locomotive that they stole. Known as Andrews Raiders, or the Great Locomotive Chase, it all began when a band of saboteurs led by James Andrews infiltrated Confederate Army lines and near Atlanta stole a locomotive called the General. Maybe you've seen it in a movie that Walt Disney made. Well, at any rate, their idea was to bring that locomotive back here toward Chattanooga, destroying the Confederate Army supply lines on the way. But their little plan didn't work because an alert railroad conductor simply commandeered other locomotives and took up the chase, forcing Andrews and his raiders to abandon it near Chattanooga. Well, they escaped, But they were caught, they were tried, they were hanged, and their bodies now rest, at least 7 of them, and Andrews, their leader, here in the National Cemetery. And here's an interesting footnote to history. Of the raiders, 7 of them that are buried here were the first to receive the Congressional Medal of Honor from the Union Army after the war. Of course, their leader, Andrews, didn't. He was a civilian, and he didn't qualify. Well, from one type of train to another, you know, today, Chattanooga boasts the steepest railroad in the entire world.
They call this America's most amazing mile, and it's incredible. You get to the top of Lookout Mountain on the railway incline in 10 minutes.
That's right, and it's a trip that took General Ulysses Grant back in the 1860s 4 hours to make on horseback.
There must have been some horse he had
That's
there.
right, a hillside horse.
I understand that this was built to take the millionaires to these beautiful millionaire houses up on the ridge.
It certainly was back about 85 years
And
ago.
there's a great big hotel up there?
There certainly was at
There
that
was,
time.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a school now.
But
The
now
$1 Million Hotel.
$1 Million Hotel. I'm going to hang on here.
This is getting steeper, and I feel
Yes.
inclined to tell you this degree is 72.7.
It's just a quick jaunt from the top of the incline railway here to one of the area's best-known natural attractions, Ruby Falls. Now, in my book, this is one of the most surprising discoveries of our time. It's a 145-foot tall waterfall, almost 1,200 feet under the ground. Does that sound impossible? Well, that's what Mr. Leo Lambert must have felt back in 1928 when, while he was digging an elevator shaft down through Lookout Mountain to some Indian caves below, he ran into these weird rock formations before he got to his goal. He followed them and also the underground streams that formed them until he heard the sound of a waterfall off in the distance. Well, he followed those sounds and before long discovered what you see behind me, Ruby Falls. Now, at the time, he felt that the people wouldn't believe his new discovery, so he went out of the tunnel, came back, brought his wife with him. She saw the falls, fell in love with them, and he was classy enough to name the falls after his wife. His wife's name was Ruby. The falls are called Ruby. And today, any tourist can come through the area and really see the splendor that he discovered back in 1928. They can even walk under the waterfall, and as the guides tell you here, you will be guaranteed to get wet. The same year Leo Lambert was discovering Ruby Falls, Garnett and Frida Carter acquired a 10-acre plot of wild land on the mountaintop above the caves and started putting together a garden.
Laying simple paths through the massive stone formations, they would eventually come to call this place Rock City. In the decades it's been open to the visitors, millions of people have walked these paths, taking in the beauty of Frida Carter's handiwork.
Today, almost 1 million visitors a year come to see this beautiful rock waterfall and all the other glories of Rock City Gardens. And one last thought before we leave Lookout Mountain. The stone building behind us, it's called Cavern Castle, and it's the entrance to Ruby Falls. And it's such a unique building that in 1985, it was named to the National Register of Historic Places.
Why?
I don't know.
Because it's made entirely of stones taken from the elevator shaft that we just came up through.
Isn't that interesting? Okay, now stay with us, because after this break, as promised, we're going to ride the rails of luxury, like millionaires did in an era gone by.
And sample dinner on the diner where
Nothing could be finer. Okay, that's coming up from Chattanooga, Tennessee, after this break.
Have you heard about Liz and Casey Anderson's perfect Christmas gift for kids of all ages? You get Jeannie the little reindeer girl, Christopher the seal, and you'll meet the 6-gun kid, by the way, and many more. To order Liz and Casey's 11 delightful songs for your kids or grandkids, send check or money order for $8.95 plus $3 mailing to Kids, Box 40307, Nashville 37204. Write it down. Album or cassette, $8.95 plus $3 mailing to Kids, Box 40307, Nashville 37204.
Dateline, Finland, March 1980. The most important breakthrough in weight control history has been made. Scientists testing a naturally occurring compound's ability to lower cholesterol found an unexpected benefit. Every person who consumed this formula experienced a significant weight loss. Now, this formula is available without prescription in the United States. Calban 3000 lets you eat anything you want and still lose weight.
I tried everything, but Calban's the only thing that worked for me. I lost 50 pounds.
I've tried 20 years to break 300 pounds. Now I've lost 78 pounds and 12 inches from my waist.
Calban 3000 bonds with food, preventing absorption of much of your caloric intake. Your body burns excess fat and cellulite for energy. You lose pounds and inches. Calban 3000 has no dangerous stimulants or chemicals, no harmful side effects, and it's absolutely guaranteed to work or your money back.
I thought I'd never be slim again, but I lost 85 pounds and regained my youthful figure.
I lost 62 pounds in 3 months. With Calban, I feel and look like a new man.
If after 3 weeks you don't see a significant weight loss with no loss of energy, simply return the empty container for a full refund. With Calban 3000, you can melt off those pounds and inches. Why wait one more day? You have nothing to lose but ugly fat, flab, and cellulite.
Call 1-800-537-8100. 3-week supply just $19.95 plus $3 shipping and handling. Or order a 6-week supply for $38.95 and get this 48-inch strand of Chinese faux pearls absolutely free. Call now, 1-800-537-8100. That's 1-800-537-8100.
Well, welcome back on Side by Side. Right now we're in East Chattanooga, Tennessee at the Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum. You know, this is one of the finest collections of trains from the golden age of railroading and also the second largest collection of its kind in the country. The station behind me is a station like it might have been in the 1950s. The locomotive, an early model diesel that might have pulled a train just after World War II. And the coaches, as they might have been just as the age of the streamliner was dawning. And we, the passengers, well, we're dressed as we might have dressed in the 1950s, on the platform, boarding a train, waiting for our ride along the magic carpet of steel. Robert M. Sewell is one of the original founders of the Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum, a museum that's 30 years and growing now. And, you know, back in the golden age of rail travel, the rich and the famous really liked to travel in style, and this Pullman car behind us is a great example of that. It was Mary Pickford's choice. She's the silent movie star. It was her choice for a way to travel across the country.
And no kidding, this really looks like a posh, luxurious, fun way to travel. Is this what they did? They actually had their little car and they got on and went?
Yes, that's right. Of course, the little car in this case weighs about 90 tons.
Yes, it's not little.
It was cooled by large chunks of ice. It carried a small galley with...
ice?
Ice,
underneath?
Yes, underneath in those lockers.
Okay.
Which had to be replenished frequently. It carried a galley with a porter and a cook, and there's a small dining room. It slept 10 people in comfort of the day in 5 bedrooms. It has a shower bath, which is unusual for railroad cars of the day.
So it was very plush and befitting a silent movie star, Mary Pickford.
Absolutely, and it was the way to go. It was faster than Ford Tri-Motors, and it didn't stop at night.
And what about today, Bob? Can you travel like this today?
In certain parts of the country, yes, there's still good rail travel available in the USA, as well as in far-reaching places like South Africa with their blue train, and in Australia, the train that runs across the bottom of their continent, as well as I guess the penultimate tourist attraction is the Simplon Orient Express that runs from Paris down toward Istanbul.
So you can check with your own travel agent and get booked on any of these trains either in this country, Alaska, or overseas.
Right.
Good idea.
Can we look around your museum here? And I see Liz and Casey over there kind of beckoning for you to tour some other cars. It really is impressive.
So this is the office car. What was this used for, Bob?
This was used by the president of the Baltimore and Ohio Railroad, for whom the car was built 71 years ago. He traveled about the system, inspecting the tracks and inspecting the employees, too. Usually when the car appeared, there was a certain amount of preparation before it got to town. But you'll notice he traveled in real style.
Did he ever?
The marquetry is original with the interior of the car. It was built by the Pullman Company in Calumet, Illinois.
He could tell, sit here and see how fast they were going and all the rest of the goodies.
Yes, and how the brakes were being handled and, incidentally, what time of day it was.
You said there's a sleeping area and everything on board.
That's right. There are 3 bedrooms. Each has its own bath facility, and far in the end of the car is a small galley that came equipped with the porter. Bells throughout the car summoned the porter and the secretary for whatever the needs of the president.
Talk about living, huh?
That's right. Really a little slower and a little more bumpy than a 727, but certainly much more opulent.
Indeed.
Well, Bob, this is just beautiful. I love it.
Well, thank you, Liz. It's a dining car that's typical of the late 1940s. It was running at a time when the railroads bent over backwards to put real service in front of their customer. We think it was the most civilized way to travel, of course. They had very fine menus, starting with prime rib, always had white-jacketed waiters, linen tablecloths, very nice cutlery and chinaware.
I understand that all the china was all specially made for the railroads. Is that true? The china and the silverware?
It was for a fact, and the railroad even maintained their own facility for replating the silverware when it was worn. Now, I should point out that this car, to make it work, although it only seats 44 people, it took a crew of 13 to really keep the service going.
Well, let's see how that service is. I think as long as I'm here, would you mind sending out the waiter? And I think I'd like to order now.
I'll take care of that right away.
Good luck, Liz. I hope you get served there on that Tennessee Valley Railroad.
I take bets that she does. You know, the elegant style of dining that Liz is talking about still exists today here in Chattanooga. You can dine very graciously.
That's right. We're at the Dinner at the Diner restaurant at the Chattanooga Choo Choo Hotel, where Chef Randy Prentice serves up actual gourmet meals, and it really does look great.
Now, Randy, what is the specialty of the house here?
Well, it's a basic French cuisine with a little old-time Southern flair thrown in. We use all local ingredients from the farmer's market and fresh seafood and fish.
And I've noticed that you actually cook in the original kitchen that was on this diner when it was in service on the railroads.
Yes, everything's prepared here in the car, and it's the original kitchen and equipment. Space is a little bit limited, but we do prepare everything to order.
I was going to say, do all your chef and helps have to be skinny people?
Yeah, it's quite thin back there.
Okay, thank you very much. Well, at least all the critics say that the food is absolutely excellent.
I can believe that. We're proud to hear that, and I hope you enjoy it. Let me know what you think of it.
We will,
thank you very much. You know, there's a growing trend also in this country for what they call dinner trains. Some short-line railroads are running 2-3-hour excursions, serving you food on the train. Maybe not as good as this food, but good nonetheless, and unique in this day and age. So ask your local travel agent or, well, the vacation and visitors information area in the place you're going to visit, and ask them if they have a dinner train in that particular area. It's a really interesting experience.
And if you want your food on the move, let's join Liz and Casey on the Southern Belle and see what's up out there.
Now, this is the way to see Chattanooga, unhurried from the water, cruising along the banks of the majestic Tennessee River.
It is a must for a visitor here, and what better way to combine a meal, some spectacular sightseeing, and bluegrass music than aboard the Southern Belle, where meals are served up country style. Frank, this has got to be one of the toughest jobs in the world, huh? And
yes, it's a tough job, but somebody has to do it.
oh, I envy you.
I've been doing this 14 years. The Tennessee River here at Chattanooga is one of the most beautiful rivers I've ever been on. We do a fall color cruise that goes down through the Grand Canyon of the Tennessee.
The what?
The Grand Canyon of the Tennessee.
I've never heard that before.
It's the river between Raccoon and Signal Mountain. It's considered to be one of the top 10 most beautiful parts in the country.
How far is that from here?
It's about 10, 15 miles.
50 miles from Chattanooga?
10 or 15.
And how long does it take to get there?
We'll be there within about 2 hours.
Oh, good. That sounds like great fun.
Terrific.
Really. Now stay right there. We'll show you why Chattanooga is becoming a sportsman's paradise after this break.
It's Chevy versus Ford, compact and full-size pickups in a test of standard four-wheel drive systems. They start in two-wheel drive, but they're going to have to shift into four-wheel to make it across the ditch of doom. The Chevy shift and keep going, but the Ford drivers have to stop and lock hubs. Why is America having a change of heart in pickups? Chevy gives you standard shift-on-the-fly Insta-Track. Ford doesn't.
The heartbeat of America, that's the day Chevy truck.
Amtrak's All Aboard America fares, the best price view you'll ever get of America.
In the replacement window industry, your money is welcome anywhere. But should your purchase require servicing, warranty work, if it's just not to your satisfaction, the buck often gets passed. No one takes responsibility. At the Pacesetter Corporation, the buck stops here. I'm Harley Schrager, president of Pacesetter. I personally back our Thermobrake 5000 replacement windows. Pacesetter replacement windows are virtually indestructible, able to withstand batterings from Mother Nature. yet they're easily removed and cleaned from inside your home. While other companies may only randomly inspect their products, each and every window that leaves the Pacesetter factory must pass strict quality control standards. We sell, we finance, we custom build, we install, and we service. That's because at Pacesetter, the buck stops here, where it started.
Call now for your free energy information kit and this TV discount coupon. 1-800-842-4444. The Pacesetter Corporation. We're doing your homework so you don't have to. 1-800-842-4444.
Welcome back to Side by Side in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Back in the mid-1930s, the TVA, Tennessee Valley Authority, began building dams to control flooding along the Tennessee River. This one, just 8 miles from downtown, formed Lake Chickamauga and opened up new water recreation lands for Chattanooga.
Today, boating and fishing are becoming ever more popular to locals and visitors alike, as well as a lot of other attractions.
Nearby Raccoon Mountain boasts great family amusements, like the Alpine Mountain Sled, Mountain Sky Ride, horseback riding, canoeing, and Chattanooga's Grand Prix racing.
I've always wanted to drive one of these Grand Prix cars, and this is about as close as I'm going to get, I guess.
Boy, I had quite a time catching you.
And for the more adventurous in spirit like yours truly, there's hang gliding, skydiving, and a trip in an ultralight over the beautiful Cumberland Plateau and the Grand Canyon of Tennessee. Leon Reese.
How you doing?
Fine, how are you doing? I understand you're going to let me take your very expensive $10,000 ultralight up solo.
Just have a seat. You know,
okay.
You're a pilot?
Yes, I am. Well, is this the brake?
No, that's not the brake.
Is this the rudder over here?
Oh, no, look, wait a minute. Do you know how to start the thing?
It's got a battery, doesn't it?
No, you're going to have to pull this cord and turn the switch on.
Okay, let me pull the cord.
Okay. See that? Look, let me show you.
You can do it.
You can't even start.
All right. Okay. Here we go. That the landing is so soft, even an airliner couldn't do a better landing than this. Leon, you're fantastic. I thank you for the ride. This is fantastic. Oh, you guys, I'm going to tell you something. There is nothing like a bird's eye view of the Grand Canyon of Tennessee. It's absolutely beautiful.
We're going to try
Oh,
it.
it's fantastic. You've got to do it.
We will. But that just about does it for this side by side.
Oh, no, really? Oh, we've had so much fun. But we want to leave you with a thought of Charlie Daniels, one of Tennessee's favorite musicians, who once said,
Ain't it good to be alive and be in Tennessee?
Right.
We want to see you the next time we go traveling.
Side by side. Come on, you guys. Let's get on the ultralight. Maybe all of us together.
Chattanooga, Tennessee. Well, it's really what Southern Charm is all about. I'm Beverly Garland for the National Tour Association. If you'd like to receive free information about planning a trip to Chattanooga, well, you just call this number or write to this address. If you'd like information about traveling together on an NTA member tour anywhere in North America, just call this toll-free number. Join us again next week as we tour North America side by side. I'll see you then.
Hi, I'm Judy Rodman, and I'm proud to be part of the country right here on TNN.
is your place. For furniture you'll like, come look and you'll see why. J.D. Kinder's has all the best buys.
Don't buy cheap promotional bedding when you can save $300, $400, even $500 on premium Sealy bedding during J.D. Kinder's Sealy Anniversary Sale. With these kinds of savings, it will pay you to drive almost any distance to shop J.D. Kinder's.
Your home place of Kinder. Loving care.
Ed Wright City Dodge makes it easy. Call now. One of the Tri-State's largest selections of used cars. $500,000 in economy cars. Luxury cars, sports cars, trucks, vans, all $300 to $800 less than anyone. That's our goal with every used car. Late model used cars with a remainder factory warranty, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 less than the price when new, plus financing as low as 7.9 APR. It's why customers drive hundreds of miles to buy at the Tri-State's volume used car dealer, Ed Wright City Dodge, downtown Chattanooga.
The American Music Festival, a celebration on TNN.
Hi, everybody. I'm Brock Yates, co-host of American Sports Cavalcade on the Nashville Network. Today, I hope you'll join me when we come to a little town that I really care about, Rochester, New York.